On this week's episode of Nikon's Birding Adventures TV, we're in western Mexico, in Riviera, Nayarit, in the small town of San Blas on the coast here. And it just happens to be San Blas Day here. Not only does this destination have wonderful culture, as you can see behind me, but it's also got wonderful birds. We're going to go in quest of some of these birds here. Let's go birding.
Just north of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and spanning over 190 miles of Pacific coastline, Riviera Nayarit is not only one of the best birding destinations in all of Central and North America, but it is also a mecca for world-class fishing, surfing, whale watching, culture, food, and adventure. The birding capital of this biodiverse region is undoubtedly the port of San Blas, where a dedicated birder can nail down 30 different endemic bird species within a half-hour's drive. The birder-friendly Hotel Garza Canela and the welcoming Vasquez Gonzalez family are true professionals and cater to the every need of the visiting eco-tourist. We hooked up with the legendary Mark Stackhouse to assist us in our birding endeavors, and also went out with excellent local guides, Chencho and Francisco.
It's still dark, but we've got a great treat in store because we're heading out to Isla Isabel, which is a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, set aside specifically for the conservation of seabirds and other marine life. We're heading out to these islands. We're probably going to do some fishing along the way. We may even see whales or possibly even whale sharks as we go to Isla Isabel. This is going to be a great adventure. Let's go birding.
The island behind me is Isla Isabel, about 13 miles off the coastline of Riviera Nayarit. This is a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, and what makes this area so biodiverse is a combination of factors. Firstly, this island sits on a marine plateau with great coral reefs and great marine life, and then on the mainland is one of the most important estuary areas in the whole of Mexico. And these estuaries are vital for fish to breed, and as they get older, they'll move across the channel towards these islands. There's also a combination of three currents that meet here: the California current, the Costa Rica current, and the Sea of Cortez current. All bring nutrients to this particular area. So here in this area, you can see northern humpback whales breeding and mating. You can see killer whales, and you can see 30,000 birds nesting on this island behind me here. Red-footed boobies, brown boobies, blue-footed boobies, red-billed tropic birds, and of course, the ever-present frigate birds.
Isla Isabel is not only known for its birds, but also for its exceptional fishing. And this morning we're going to go out and try for rooster fish appropriately, because this is a birding show. And what we do is we're going to troll along the edges of the rocks here of the island, and hopefully we'll pick one up. Let's go fishing! Oh, it's a nice rooster. Nice rooster. Woo!
Best gallo.
It's a nice rooster fish here off Isla Isabel before we go bird watching. Woo! Riviera Nayarit, Isla Isabel. So cool. You can go fishing here, you can go birding here. Easy does it. Fish. Okay.
Okay.
Woo-hoo! Oh baby. Oh yeah. Yep, got it. This is what we're talking about. This is what you can do right here in Riviera Nayarit on Isabel Island. Look at this rooster. Woohoo!
As well as having excellent inshore fishing, Riviera Nayarit also features some fantastic bill fishing, tuna, and pelagic fishing. And the Club de Pesca de Tepic organizes two of Mexico's best fishing tournaments: the San Blas International Sport Fishing Tournament and the La Cruz de Juanacastle International Sport Fishing Tournament.
See you later. Woo!
Come on.
Goodbye, rooster. One beautiful rooster fish released right here on Isla Isabel. Now let's go take a look at some blue-footed boobies on the island. Woo! Beautiful. Gracias. Great stuff, guys.
This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917, and by Hobie Mirage Drive Kayaks. Enjoy nature effortlessly. And by Riviera Nayarit, Mexico's Pacific treasure.
This beautiful little bay belongs to Isla Isabel. I've got a nice little group of Heermann's gulls over here, and then around me on both sides are just loads and loads of birds. We've got frigates, males and females, right on top of the trees here. We've got blue-footed boobies here, brown boobies, all on the islands here. It's going to be spectacular. There are red-billed tropic birds flying around above us. Wow, what a treat. It's amazing that there's still places on Earth where there are animals that don't have fear of humans. And Isla Isabel is one of them. This magnificent frigate bird is literally a foot from me, and it shows no fear. And it's amazing, you can walk right up to the adults as well on the nests here, and they're totally comfortable with your presence. I mean, you can actually touch these birds and they're not even worried about us being here. A phenomenal place, Isla Isabel, one of the few places in the world where wildlife is still unafraid of people. Whew! This is some hard work here, heading up this precipice of a cliff, try and get to the blue-footed boobies. All around us, this wonderful vista of the island, frigate birds everywhere, red-billed tropic birds flying over, and boy, it's a steep climb, but I think it's going to be worth it. The prize at the top of the hill here is the blue-footed booby, and this is a magnificent male here on 2 eggs at the top of the hill. You'll notice the difference between male and female is very subtle. The male
has got a round-shaped iris and the female has got almost like a star-shaped iris. And you need to look very, very closely to see that. There's no difficulty getting close to these birds here on Isla Isabel. You'll also notice one other difference is the voice. The male has this beautiful soft whistle and the female has got this almost croaky-like voice. And what this male needs to do in this incredible heat is shade those 2 eggs from the piercing sun. This is the beauty of Isla Isabel, a place where you can walk on top of the mountain here, walk amongst blue-footed boobies with magnificent frigates soaring over the ocean around you. There are northern Pacific humpback whales breaching and displaying their tails in the ocean all around us here. It's dead calm. It's a beautiful, beautiful winter's day, and I couldn't be in a more magical place right now.
This Birding from the Edge segment is brought to you by Nikon, manufacturers of the Edge line of optics.
What we're going to do here is try to fly this drone up above the island here and try and get footage of the frigate. We're flying with the frigates. This is absolutely spectacular. Now this is a different form of birding right here. We've got our radio controlled drone off my iPhone here and we're just flying all amongst these frigates and they're really curious. Look at this. Woohoo! This is Birding from the Edge.
This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917.
And by Riviera, Nayarit, Mexico's Pacific treasure.
We're just off the village of San Blas. We've come back from Isla Isabel and we've come across a beautiful big whale shark, the largest fish in the sea. I'm going to go in with this guy, but let's just enjoy a view from the top first. This is magnificent. Look at the size of this thing. We're going to try go ahead of this whale shark here, and I'm going to get in front of him. It's going to be awesome. All right. Tell me where to get in here, Jen. Okay, ready? Yeah. Go for it. Okay, he's going in. This is just unreal. I'm on top of a whale shark, just off San Blas. Look at this. There he goes. Off into the distance, right on his back, and You can see the baitfish going past them. And I got right into the gill rakers there. You can see the gill rakers, gills opening up, and he's just sucking in baitfish along the line here. There he goes again. This is one of the most incredible experiences of my life. Something I've always wanted to do, and something that you could do really easily here off the coast of Riviera Nayarit. Woo! How spectacular was that? Woohoo! Largest fish in the sea, right here. We went and we caught rooster fish in the morning. We went and walked with an arm's length of magnificent frigate birds and blue-footed boobies. We had tropic birds flying over us. We then flew a drone helicopter up above the island. So magnificent, so beautiful. We saw humpback whales breaching and flapping their tails. And then on the return journey, whale sharks. Woo!
¿Seguro? Bienvenidos. Welcome to San Blas. Welcome to Riviera Nayarit and welcome to Hotel Garza Canela in San Blas. We are here in our kitchen. My name is Betty Vasquez. I'm the chef patron of El Delfín, the Dolphin restaurant. And we are going to prepare a very nice ceviche. It's fish marinated. We are going to cut some of the mahi. We have serrano peppers, a red onion, parsley, Mexican oregano, which is a gorgeous flavor, and some fresh lime juice. And the ceviche is done. How long does it take you to sip a cerveza? To sip a tequila? Have fun with your friends, and we are all set with the ceviche, okay? Salud!
This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917.
And by the Mexico Tourism Board.
This is the original Camino Real, the road that the Spanish built here from Mexico all the way up into North America as a trade route. And this is very exciting because we're here to try and spot a black and white owl. Birders here 4 days ago reported a black and white owl in these trees to both Mark and to Francesco. So we're going to try and see if we can get a look at this very, very special owl. What's unique about it is that its closest range is southeast Mexico, almost 1,000 miles from this location in western Mexico. The owl extends from southeast Mexico through Honduras, Central America, and right down to Peru in South America. So this is a very, very unusual record to have it here in western Mexico. Let's see if we can get a look. You say it was up in these trees, huh? The back trees or the front trees? And it was 4 days ago, huh? I've got the owl. Oh man, that beautiful bright yellow bill, nice yellowish feet. You can see from a distance he looks black and white. And in fact, its scientific name is Strix nigrolineata, because when you look very closely, you'll see these nice finely barred black lines on a white background. Gee, what a beautiful owl. Well done, buddy.
And to top off an excellent morning's birding, we've just got the star of the show here. I mean, if this bird doesn't steal the show from every other bird around San Blas, this is it right here, the black-throated magpie jay. Look at this bird. It is absolutely spectacular with that nice crest. It's got this huge, huge blue tail, and it's feeding right now on, I think, what's called a jackfruit. This is just at the bottom of the mountain here where we've been birding at the coffee plantation, and we're actually in someone's backyard here. So these birds are remarkably common right here around the area of San Blas in the coffee plantation here. Absolutely spectacular. I'm like so excited, I'm shaking, because this I've never seen anything like this bird. It's just absolutely magnificent. And to have it just sitting there in the open, look at that beautiful tail. It's just really, really magnificent.
They are just one of the most spectacular birds anywhere in the world. The first time I became acquainted with this bird was when I was working in an aviary in Salt Lake City, and I saw this, and it was in a cage, and I couldn't believe that such a bird could exist. And here I'm living in the middle of them now, and they're all around, and they still don't fail to thrill.
This has to be a bird with the longest tail in relation to its body size, very close to in the world. I mean, there can't be very many birds that have longer tails in relation to body size than this particular bird. And of course, what makes it even more spectacular is the fact that this is also one of the endemics of Mexico. Black-throated magpie jay. Our golden bird for this show. Yes!